Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of His First Flight by Liam O. Flaherty. Liam O. Flaherty is a famous novelist and short story writer from Ireland. His famous works include Life of Tim Healy, The Fairy Goose and the Two Other Stories, Spring Sowing, The Peddler's Revenge and Other Short Stories, The Mountain Tavern. This story, His First Flight, revolves around a young seagull who is scared to fly. The seagull is standing alone on the corner of a cliff. It feels bad as all its brothers and sisters have already flown away without any fear. The seagull had not flown along with its siblings. It had tried its best to flap its wings and fly. But once it saw that below the cliff it was an ocean, it was scared of falling down. Its brother and even its sister, who were younger than it, had taken the courage to fly away. The seagull is now scolded by its parents. The seagull's parents threatened that they would leave it and make it starve, but it was not willing to give in. A day had passed and no one had still come near the seagull. The little seagull feels left out from its family. It stands on the ledge watching its parents and siblings having fun. The parents were guiding the siblings and taught them how to swoop down and dive for fish. The little seagull also sees one of the brothers catching a herring and receiving praises from the parents. The little seagull was very guilty. It felt left out completely. A day had passed and it still stayed at the hole in the end of the ledge. It did not come out due to embarrassment, but the sun was shining brightly the next morning. The seagull had not eaten anything the day before because its parents had refused to feed him until he flies. It feels the sun on the body. The seagull only had a small mackerel tail piece which was dried. It searched all over the ledge for some food. At last, it had to eat the broken pieces of the egg that it came out from. The seagull was desperate to get some food. It slowly walked to the edge of the cliff and folded one of its legs and hid it under the wings. It then made it appear that it was falling asleep, standing on the edge, and that there was a chance of falling. But unfortunately, its two brothers and sisters now took rest dozing in the plateau. The seagull's father was cleaning itself with a beaker, but the mother was looking at the seagull from a distance. She was pecking at a piece of fish. The seagull, who was so hungry, was maddened at the sight of the food and wanted to eat the fish. It tried to draw attention by uttering a cackle. The mother bird responded and cackled back. The seagull took the opportunity and cried and asked the mother to bring some food as it was starving. But the mother bird cried back in a mocking way. But the seagull kept on crying for food. After a while, the mother bird with a small piece of fish was flying towards the seagull. The seagull leaned out eagerly. But as soon as the mother bird reached the hedge, she just stood there holding the fish, almost within the reach of the seagull, but at the same time a little away. When the seagull realized that the food was only at its mouth's reach, it jumped to catch hold of the fish. Exactly when it reached out, the mother bird had swooped upward. By the time the seagull realized what was happening, the wind brushed fiercely into its breast feathers, and it soon realized that it was flying in the process. It was soaring upward and downward. Once it had experienced the feeling of being in the air, it started flapping its wings. The mother bird just gave a push to the seagull and it overcame its fear. He raised his body up in the force of the wind and flew happily. Seeing this, its brothers and sisters started flying around and now they were flying as a family. The little bird, being a newbie to flying, had become tired. It landed on the green sea and immersed its feet in it to rest. Its parents and siblings landed on the green sea and called out from either side. Now it had become the hero in one day, and the family feeds scraps of dogfish to it. The little seagull had finally made its first flight. This is a short summary of the story. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.